How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today, I come with a video on how to earn a lot on your cash. Now, if you didn't know, I do this full time. This is my full-time job is YouTube. Probably you can tell if you've watched my videos before because I make a good amount of videos every single day compared to some other YouTubers. But with that, there are certain things I need to do. I need to talk about things that people actually care about. And something that's interesting is if you talk about how to make money on some of your cash, people don't care about that. People care about the next hot cryptocurrency. They care about the next hot stock. They want to know about market crashes. They want to know about stuff that is relevant for right now, right this very second. They don't care about a 10% APY for some reason. But today, I want to talk to you about how you can get that interest rate because this video is more important than views. This is more important than anything like that. I really want to help you guys here today. And with that, I need to talk about this because this is a really interesting topic. And I think it's something that a lot of people don't know about yet. So with that in mind, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, so hopefully more people hear about this. If you guys want to share this too to anyone you know on social media that would be interested, you can definitely do that right beneath the video, or you can copy the URL and send it depending on what device you're looking at. I appreciate that. Please hit subscribe, turn on that bell notification, and let's get into it here. So a lot of different banks pay you 0.1%, 0.2%, 0.3%. Some of the high interest banks give you 1 to 3%. I know I was looking at a certain bank that was going to have me get 2.5 or 3%, but I had to go through all these different hoops to jump through. They didn't even have physical locations and all this stuff. And then I started working with BlockFi. And by no means is this only for BlockFi. This is at a lot of different companies. But I started working with BlockFi, and they started telling me that, hey, we pay up to 10% on GUSD. They actually just increased this to 10% recently. We pay 10%. And at first I was kind of skeptical. I thought, what is GUSD? It's a stable coin. So stable coin, if you don't know, I have it pulled up here, is a new class of cryptocurrencies that attempts to offer price stability and are backed by reserve assets. Stable coins have gain traction as they attempt to offer the best of both worlds, the instant processing power and security of privacy of payments of cryptocurrencies. They are oftentimes backed 1-to-1 with the dollar. So GUSD specifically is backed by Gemini, one of the largest exchanges out there, multi-billion dollar company. BlockFi is a multi-billion dollar company. They have billions of dollars in client assets. I believe it's actually in the tens of billions. So at first I thought, okay, what is the risk of this? What is the catch? And with anything that pays this high an interest rate, there's got to be a catch. So the thing that I think of is that there is some risk in some world that these companies go down. Like there's a risk that they go through bankruptcy. And that's the main risk. That's really the only risk. Or even if there's a run on them, they still have money backing them. So I guess the only thing I could think of is, okay, these companies go bankrupt. However, a lot of these are very well funded. BlockFi just raised some more money, hundreds of millions of dollars at a $3.5 billion valuation. So a lot of them have cash. They wouldn't be offering these rates if they were on the bridge of bankruptcy. You also have to remember, companies like Coinbase, like Voyager, they've made some of their numbers public. Like Coinbase itself is bringing in $1.8 billion in revenue, hundreds of millions of dollars. About $760 million in net income over the first quarter. So they're bringing in, their run rate is billions of dollars in income, in profits. So these companies are making a lot of money. The question is, how are they making money on you? Well, they're making money because they are offering. So once you put money in here, let's say you put Bitcoin and Ethereum in here, they pay you an interest rate. They pay you an interest rate 4 to 10% basically on some of your cryptocurrencies. They go out and they lend it to other institutions. They go and maybe short the stock or short the cryptocurrency. They do whatever they want with the cryptocurrency, and they'll pay kind of like a short-term rate. Have you guys heard of payday loans and how horrible those are for your bank accounts because they pay you or they cost very significant amounts of money? Well, it's kind of like a mini payday loan for hedge funds for big money to go out and try to, short or do whatever they want to do with these currencies. Maybe they just want to borrow it. Maybe they think there's a big pump coming and they're willing to pay, 1% in a day to get that pump because they know something that we don't. So they borrow it, they pay a nice interest rate, and then BlockFi rewards you by paying you an interest rate. This is where it gets really interesting. Now, there are links to BlockFi down below. They will pay you $250 and an interest rate up to 10% on your cryptocurrencies, which makes it so attractive that I started to put in money for my house. I had hundreds of thousands of dollars in here in GUSD. This was paying me literally, at the time, I believe it was almost $2,000 a month in interest. I was making like $60 a day, almost to where, you start getting into the $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 worth of GUSD. That's like a full-time salary just from the interest. Now you do have to pay taxes. I believe that, they pay every month. So the taxes will be there. You do have to pay for those. But it's really interesting once you start thinking about the power of being able to get 10% interest in a very, I'm not going to say we're in a low inflation time because a lot of us think that there is going to be high inflation short term, but lending rates are very low, which makes it so interesting because it's not like we're going through and we're getting 10% rates at the banks, but then we're only getting, we're having to lend at like 12% or 8% or something like that. Like, money's pretty cheap right now. So the ability to keep money here and have it, I'm not going to say zero risk. It's very low risk in my opinion. These are really well-funded companies. To have it held here and get 10% interest is very attractive. Now, this isn't FDIC insured. Let's just look up what FDIC is because it would not cover this because this is not a currency. This is something different. This is a stablecoin. So FDIC insurance is a deposit insurance. It's one of the significant benefits of having an FDIC insured bank. Now, they do have insurances. They do have insurance, but it's not FDIC insurance. This is for having currency, right, at a bank. This is a stablecoin. It's not the US dollar. I should say that. Now, of course, this is financial advice, all that kind of stuff, but it does get really attractive. I suggest you guys learning more about this. I'm not trying to tell you go put all your money in this. Honestly, I think there are a lot of good deals in the stock market right now too. Shout out to the link to Webull down below if you guys want some free stock there and try that platform. But there are just a lot of attractive benefits of having something that pays you this much of an interest rate and having it be so low risk. And you can take money out. Like, you can take money out of this. You can put money in it. There's a lot of flexibility in that. And I am going to definitely leverage this as time goes on, where I'm going to get that nice interest rate. Like, they pay every single month. At the last day of the month, they pay you in whatever currency you want. You could get GUSD that's paid in Bitcoin. You could get Bitcoin that's paid in GUSD. They are paying you so much because they really want to gain customers. There's this massive race in the cryptocurrency market, and they're all doing their own things to try to incentivize you. For example, Voyager, which I can put a link to Voyager down below too. I use both of these. Voyager is paying you interest rates on more cryptocurrencies. Like, they have more on their platform. I really like Voyager for some of the cryptocurrencies that BlockFi doesn't hold, like ADA, like the meme coin that Elon Musk keeps on talking about. I have to be careful because apparently some people are getting kicked off YouTube for just saying the name or talking about it in a video. So I should be careful about that. But it's the one they talked about on SNL. So it's really interesting. And I realize not too many people will care about this because who cares about 10%? But 10% is awesome. That's what people usually get in index funds, risking their money year after year. So it's a really interesting opportunity that we have here with these two different companies. And there are other companies too. These are the two that I use though. And I am definitely taking advantage of it. You can see here I have a good portion of money in BlockFi here. I have a good portion of money in Voyager too. If you guys want, there are links down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. Are you taking advantage of stable coins? I don't think these are going to be here with this interest rate forever. I don't see us, 20 years in the future getting 10% APY unless we're, lending or getting loans for, 8, 9% or something like that. So let me know what you guys think about this down below. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for subscribing, sharing it to whoever you want. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.